One new message received 2:48 p.m. on Friday.
Hi Nan, it's Amber. Hope you're enjoying your weekend away. So we just got this box delivered to us. Well, it's not actually addressed to us, it's addressed to Grandad, which is a bit weird. It's got tape on it, apparently from 1975, saying, "Do not open until today's date." Do you have any idea what it is? Oh, hold on. And it's got a logo on the top of it of an octopus, which says Project Bläckfisk around it. Shall I open it? If it's something important, I'm sure Grandad would have wanted us to have it. Anyway, just wanted to see what you think. I wasn't sure whether to open it or not, so yeah, speak to you soon.
One new message received 5:13 p.m. on Sunday.
Amber, hello? Oh, bloody voicemail. Okay, I got your message about the box. Listen, I know it probably looks interesting because it's to do with your grandfather, but just leave it, love. I'll deal with it when I get back, and I'll explain everything to you then. All right? I love you. I'll be back later this evening. Honey, please, whatever you do not open that box.
If only I'd got that voicemail in time. Okay, I'll get straight to the point. There is a lie that has been hidden inside Manchester for decades. What I've found, I worry, is only scratching the surface of what could possibly be one of the biggest cover-ups in British history. What started off as a box of old documents has turned into a twisted web of lies and deceit. If you were to ask me if I could go back in time and choose whether to open that box or not, I'm not sure what my answer would be. But here we are. From underground bunkers to corporate corruption, this is the story they've tried to hide from you. This is the story of Project Bläckfisk. My name is Amber. I live with my nan in Manchester, and I'm currently studying at the uni here. I don't really know what else to say about me, really. I've never done a podcast before, but anyway, so what I want to talk to you about is this box that got delivered to our house. Straight away, it got my attention because it was addressed to my grandad, Harold Sykes, who died almost 11 years ago. All the print on the box said it was from the University of Manchester Institute of Science and Technology, otherwise known as UMIST, a university that doesn't exist anymore. So as you just heard, there was an unbroken seal around it, date stamped from 1975, and on the top there was a logo of an octopus with Project Bläckfisk written around it. I mean, what would you do? A mysterious box wrapped in a date-stamped seal arrives addressed to your dead grandfather. I had to open it. So I did. It was full of old research papers, some of them barely legible, dating back to the 50s and 60s. If I'm being honest, I was close to thinking it was all a mistake, but then I saw it. My granddad's name and signature on pretty much all of the documents. But who had sent it, and did they even know my granddad wasn't alive anymore? The box was full of endless files and folders. At first glance, it looked like a load of my granddad's research, which involved a series of medical trials. My granddad was a scientist when he was younger, so it made sense, but I never knew about any of this. I'm studying physics at uni, so I found it fascinating. And loads of the documents had that slightly menacing-looking octopus logo on them. I don't really know how an octopus even looks menacing, but it did. I wasn't quite sure what it all meant, but it felt important. If this was just a bunch of files from some medical trials, then why was the box date-sealed for 50 years? I looked into a few things. I Googled my granddad's name and the word Bläckfisk, but nothing came up that seemed connected to the box I had in front of me. There was one thing that jumped out at me, though. It was a headshot of a woman. One of the patients, I guess. She was called Cayenne, and out of all of the different files I had, hers was the only one I could find with a matching picture. Her file was dated for a year between 1962 and 63. I wondered, was she still alive? And if so, maybe she could tell me what this was all about. I may have been getting a little ahead of myself, but I started trying to find Cayenne. The only info I had on her was her name, date of birth, and an address in Macclesfield. So, like all the best stalkers of our generation, I resorted to Facebook to do the hard work for me. And I got a hit. The only hit. It wasn't Martha, but a man named David. He had the same second name, and he was from Macclesfield. I suppose Cayenne is a slightly uncommon surname. I was just hoping it wasn't a coincidence. So I got in touch with him. I had no idea what I was doing, and I knew I was clutching at straws, but I was just trying anything. I reached out to him and told him that I was doing a research project for my uni course on family trees, and I had some information about the Cayennes. And before I had a chance to look into anything else, he'd already replied. I asked him if he was related to Martha Cayenne, and he said yes, she was his grandmother. I couldn't believe it. I could possibly find an answer. I asked if I would be able to meet them both, and he agreed to let me come to his house to interview them. I didn't really know how much to ask over Messenger, so I thought it'd be better to meet up in person. I'm still not sure why he let me. After all, my disguise was terrible, and I've never been a very good liar. But, well, he did. I know it all sounds a bit dodgy, meeting up with a random man on the internet. I've never really used dating apps or anything, and my nan has always told me off for being too impulsive. She says I don't think things through properly, but I had to know more. He seemed pretty normal from his Facebook profile, but don't they all? Oh God, Nan's gonna kill me. Hi, it's Amber from the Uni of Manchester. We spoke on Facebook.
Oh, hi. Yeah. Come in. Drink?
Sorry?
Would you like a drink? Tea? Coffee?
A brew would be lovely.
Okay. Sure.
Hey, do you mind if I record all this for my coursework?
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
He seemed nice, in a sort of nervous, geeky kind of way.
Why are you recording on such an old dictaphone?
Oh, it was my granddad's. It was how he used to record all his notes. Plus, it's totally indestructible and I break my phone all the time. I'm a bit of a klutz, really.
Right.
Anyway, I just wanted to know a little more about your grandma.
To be honest, I wanted to ask you the same thing.
Why'd you say that?
I never knew my grandma.
Oh, right. Why didn't you tell me that before? I mean, no offence, but it's kind of her I wanted to speak to.
It sounded like you knew something about her, so I was hoping you could tell me more.
Oh, God.
You okay?
Sorry, wow, I think your milk's off.
Sorry, I don't drink much tea or coffee.
Why did you offer me one then?
Isn't that what people do?
Well, yeah.
Well, I can get you some water. Or I've got energy drinks.
I'm okay, don't worry about it. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's just my nan. I'll call her back in a bit. I came here to find out more about your nan, Martha. Do you know anything about her?
Not really. I have a few family pictures of her, but my grandma is sort of the mystery of my family that no one ever talks about.
What?
She disappeared in 1960. Sorry, I never really...
Hey, no, it's okay. I understand. Don't worry if it's hard to talk about. I'm sorry.
Well, what I'm trying to say is that my family never talked about it, but it felt like it was something that was constantly hanging over them. So I've always wondered, what happened to her? Where did she go? I think everyone presumed she'd run off with another man.
And you don't believe that?
No, I don't think so.
Why?
Because of this. When my granddad died, we cleaned out his flat. In his belongings, we found this letter. It was addressed to my grandma. And I kept it. Oh, please be careful with it. It's very old.
A letter? Oh my God.
What?
Look at the logo in the corner. And there it was. The octopus. That menacing-looking octopus. That same design was on David's grandma's letter. A letter which was inviting her to take part in a new medical trial. It all fit.
What is all this?
Okay, before this all turns out to be a bizarre coincidence, I'm just checking. Is the lady in this picture your grandma?
Yes. Well, I think so. It certainly looks like the picture I have of her.
Okay, so now look at the logo on these medical records I have.
Oh, wow. Project Bläckfisk.
So you know about it?
I have literally scoured the internet for years looking for information about this company. But there is nothing. It's almost as if the whole thing didn't exist, and there's no one else talking about it anywhere. Where did you get all this?
A bit of a weird one. It all got delivered to my house, but your grandma's picture is what led me to you.
Hold on. You're doing this for a university project?
Well, I kind of lied about that. Sorry. I didn't want you to think I was a random crazy person.
I'm not sure you can use the word crazy in that context anymore. Why would you lie?
I don't know. I guess I was maybe a little wary of talking about Project Bläckfisk in case I was barking up the wrong tree. I don't know for sure, but from what I've found out so far, it looks like these are records for some medical trials that were running in the 60s.
The same medical trial for my grandma's?
Letter? Yeah, I think so. And somehow, I think my granddad was involved too. He was a scientist when he was younger, so it makes sense. He was probably running the trials for something.
Right.
He was a pretty amazing guy, my granddad. I know that sounds obviously biased, but he was. He accomplished loads. Hey, have you ever heard of the linear particle accelerator? Because he pretty much invented it.
Oh, wow. I mean, that is pretty cool.
Yeah, he was great. Even though he was super busy, he'd always sit down with me every Saturday and spend hours doing puzzle books and stuff when I was a kid. We loved them. So yeah, if you look at the files, you can see his signature on most of the footers. His name was Harold Sykes.
Whose the other signature?
What?
The signature. Above Harold's.
No, I'm not sure. Let me see. I don't know. I can't even read what that says.
Jeez. Did he ever speak to you about any of this?
No. Then again, I was only 9 when he died.
You know, all of this time I thought I'd made up Project Bläckfisk, like I just fabricated it in my head. I suppose it's one of the reasons I kept the letter, just to remind myself. And now, look at all the information here.
You definitely haven't made it up. And there's a full box of it at my house.
Really? What else is there?
Well, I haven't had a chance to look through it all properly yet, but there was some really cool stuff. I mean, I find it cool because I'm studying, like...
No, I get it. It is really cool, especially since there is no other information about it. You know, like it's been kept secret all of this time.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm thinking, and I don't really understand why. Hey, this might sound random, but I don't suppose you'd want to help me look through everything, would you? The whole box, I mean? Like, we could go to a coffee shop or something and just take a look at it all. Hopefully there'll be more stuff about your grandma.
Well...
Hey, you can say no, by the way. I really don't want to force you into it.
No, yeah, that'd be good.
Oh, okay. Brilliant. Hey, you mind if I use your loo?
Yeah, go for it. It's upstairs. First door on the left.
Thanks. Feel free to look through more of the files. I'm not sure if there's anything more on your grandma, but, well, 2 pairs of eyes are better than 1, right? I know it seemed a bit impulsive, me just asking him if he wanted to help, but why not? Like he said, he'd been looking into it for years already, so he was definitely invested, even more so than me, it seemed. Maybe the only other person in the world who may know about Project Bläckfisk, and I was in his house. It seems silly not to work together. I got a picture of David's grandma's letter, which I'll be posting alongside the podcast online. I made a website, which is projectblackfisk.com. And follow our socials. It's at BlackfiskPod.
Wow, I can't believe it. This is... What's this? Patient history. Hold on.
I'd forgotten I'd just left the recording running during this. This is the sound of David finding something which I was really not prepared for. Found any of it useful?
Why didn't you tell me?
Tell you what.
That your granddad murdered my grandma.
What? Wait, hold on. What are you...
Look at that. That is a list of patient history from these experiments.
Okay. And?
Patient 8. What does it say?
Deceased. Stage 4 trials.
And guess which patient number my grandma was.
Oh my God, David, I'm so sorry.
Look whose signature is at the bottom of the page. Of every page.
I know this looks messed up, but my granddad would never do something like that.
How can you say that? It looks like he pretty much signed her death certificate. And you said yourself you barely knew him.
Right, no, that's not true. I did know him. He was a good man. My family adored him.
A good man? He didn't even have the decency to tell my family what had happened. My grandfather never got over it. I think you should leave.
Okay. I swear, I didn't know about any of this.
I really don't care.
Look, I only got the box of files 2 days ago.
It doesn't make it...
Look, I'm sure if we had a proper look, there'd be an explanation. Why don't we just...
Just... go.
Okay, you've got my number in case you want to get back in touch. Bye. I couldn't believe it. My granddad, a murderer? No way. I'm not sure what had happened to David's family, but it sounds like he was putting 2 and 2 together and getting 12. I get that he was upset about his grandma, but to blame me, maybe opening that box was a mistake. I didn't want my granddad being branded a killer, but then again, if it was meant to stay a secret, who sent the box in the first place? I got on the bus and headed home, trying to calm myself down. And that's when I heard my nan's voicemail.
Honey, please, whatever you do, do not open that box.
Why was she so adamant that I didn't find out what was inside? I knew she'd be home by now and had probably seen that I'd already opened it. I wasn't in the mood for another argument. I thought I'd just leave it till I saw her in person and explain, but as I got to the house, I had a whole different problem ahead of me. Oh my god. Okay. Someone's kicked in my front door. I don't really know why I'm recording this. Evidence, but I don't know what to do. Something's really not right. I have to go and see if my nan's okay. Nan? Nan? Oh shit, everything's completely trashed. Nan? Nan? Are you okay? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Nan, please wake up. What was that? Shit. Hello?
Amber? Hi, it's David. You know familiar? Listen, I just wanted to... Amber? Are you okay?
No, someone's broken into my house. They're upstairs.
What? Oh, but...
They've hurt my nan.
Do you want me to call the police?
No, can you just stay on the phone to me, please?
Yes, yeah, of course.
Okay. Oh my god.
Amber, what? Amber?
They're going down the stairs.
We know you're there.
Who are you? Get out of my house. What? Wait, what are you doing with that? That's mine.
This box doesn't belong to you. And it never did.
Hey, no, I've called the police. You're not going to get away with... Hey, no!